Hey guys, how's it going? It's the afternoon. This morning I was just watercoloring this painting I did. I recently bought a thick sort of a scribble stubble hairbrush. This is actually I think it's squirrel guts. I'm not too sure, but this is a big round brush. Very good for things like I was just using it for the leaves and doing small details like that, and it's a very good brush, very soft. So interestingly, while I was waiting this to dry, I was watching some YouTube stuff, and one artist particularly tackled the question on why do art teachers sort of don't like anime style, or that why is it hard for young artists to be themselves and just draw what they like. What I first thought about it is that with anime and manga art, it's not highly culturally, it's not highly a norm, especially in the Western side of and also that teachers have their own agenda as well, so they have their own view of what's this good art or what's not. Not every art teacher is not widely, open-minded to a lot of things. And I think for young artists that they think that it's more catered for young art as well. I mean, I really enjoy doing anime style. I think after I graduated that I sort of went back to the things I like doing. Like I enjoy painting and drawing. I think when I was going through my courses, that I was just mainly just doing the what's the requirement assignment. I wasn't really doing it as to be myself, and that's quite a shame, really. But so I kind of halted my anime style for a very long time, and for a very long time I sort of hidden my sketchbooks from tutors and from a lot of people, and because I felt like if I showed that side, they won't take me seriously. And when I was doing my courses, I had to be taken very seriously because I wanted to get a good grade and show that I was dedicated to the art course. And to show that side was almost like, oh, you're just not taking it seriously. And I don't think that's what the agenda is, that people think, oh, you do anime, you're not taking it seriously. So, and I think it's a very serious profession, but it's not, in some cases it's not, especially university, it has to be taken seriously because you're trying to get a degree, and that's when you have to put a lot aside, a lot of things, and try and focus on the assignment. Just trying to paint that there. Yeah, just trying to paint that. So it's a very tricky situation, especially for someone who's just starting out in art and hasn't got that much experience in the art, in the art field. But I'm not right now. I'm not worried about that now, because to be honest, I've done what I needed to do, and I've done my art. And to be honest, I think it's good not to show too much of your, especially if the tutors are a little bit, have a certain view on your work. And I know it's very hard because you wanna get the best advice you can, and you want to make sure you get the best advice for certain teachers. And I think you shouldn't rely on one teacher. You should always rely on your instinct, what you think is right, and always do if you are in the course, always do what the assignment is, because you have to, because it's part of the assignment, sadly, to be honest. And after you've done your course, then you can decide where you want to go next, because not a lot of artists do become artists. Some actually become they're still artists, but they don't pursue it as a job. They decide to do on the sideline. some actually do full like 9 to 5 job, that they just feel that they can't do it, they need more time to develop their style, which is probably the best thing to do. That's probably what I'm doing, and I just want to take my time to developing my style. So yeah, so for a young person who's studying, who's doing art, and they want to be themselves, don't be discouraged. It's actually best to not have negative people around you, not have too many, because what I'm trying to say, that art is very subjective. Everyone has different opinions, different ways of seeing things, and different visual perspective, and different agendas that they might not understand. And if you get really horrible ones as well, like if you get really, really horrible tutors that are slightly aggressive to how you approach your work, then it's best not to really approach them, because they're just going to have that view anyway. Especially, I wouldn't worry too much, that's what I'm trying to say, and just try and be authentic as who you are. And that's what I would probably tell to myself when I was younger, that just try to be yourself. Don't worry about it. If you need to do assignments, which is quite hard, really. I understand it's really hard because you want to be yourself. But you got wonderful places like DeviantArt, WordPress, or blogging, Instagram, that you can show your work and people can see the good side. And because they're not tutors or professionals, you get all kinds of people liking your work. Even like people who are older than you, who have more experience, will like your work, who are in the profession. Sometimes the artists, like the professional artists, actually like the manga work more than the actual tutors, because I think they have a particular standard way of teaching, of others, because you want people to like your work. So if someone says to you who is in the art industry or in the art education, they say, oh, this is not the right thing to do, this is not a done thing to do, it is a bit very a lonely thing. But to be honest, like, it doesn't really matter, because once you're out of that influence, out of that away from this kind of people, away from the negative views, or even the away from that kind of mindset, you start to build up your own community, and you start to be who you are more authentically, and you put all your energies into the artwork you want to be. I'm not like, I like to just move on from right now. I don't care, because I'm already, to be honest, I feel right. I feel this is what I enjoy doing, and it makes me feel right. I feel happy. If it makes you feel happy, because the thing is, you're not going to do an artwork that you don't really enjoy. You know what I mean? If everyone's saying art, you know what I mean, you're not going to do it. So I don't think you should be discouraged from doing anime artwork. I think there's beautiful samples of anime artwork and manga artwork out there that people just don't really see that often. And if you look deeper in, especially in the Japanese side of how the Japanese do their work, you realise that it's a very serious profession. They take it very seriously, and because it's a major industry in the anime world. Take criticism, pinch of salt. Take teachers a pinch of salt, because there might be. Remember, it's not a objective thing. It's a subjective thing. The only thing you need to concentrate is making sure you get the deadlines right. The assessment right, and the deadlines right as well. Make sure you get your deadlines on it as well. But also, just be authentic to who you are, because at the end of the day, the art, the pure form of your work will show. The pure essence of your character will show in any art style you choose. Even in anime, you know what I mean? They all say it's all the same, but it's not. Every artwork has a distinctive taste of look. I mean, sometimes you get very good teachers, sometimes you don't. It's life, really. It's sometimes, it depends on who you encounter in your lifetime, and not every teacher or not everyone's gonna agree, or some agree, some might be really encouraged, and some might not. Some might say, I'm not. Ironically, the people that did the worst in education are the ones who become the best artists. There's so many examples of that, where art where you know, people who didn't do well in art school become brilliant artists, and they're like always say that, oh, nobody understands, because they never understand you in the first place. You know what I mean? Maybe you're too advanced for them. So I want to say that you should take your time, enjoy the art process, because enjoy it, and don't worry about it. Try your best to do as best as you can, just especially in art courses, do the best as you can, and then afterwards, like, but also try and develop your style. I mean, that should be your main key focus, because not every artist is gonna get what you're trying to, and then they might not see it, or they might understand it, or they might just be slightly more biased. So always take things with a pinch of salt, and always, you know, share your work online as well, because that's when you get different perspectives, different people seeing things. So I hope that's helpful. I've been chatting for about 16 minutes now, I can tell. Yeah, it's all nice, you know. I was just painting the bottom part. I'll just give you another screenshot. And I will complete this soon. But it's actually really nice, actually. I really like it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.